Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm Mary, and this is Greg and Mary's RV Adventures. Today, this video is going to be a little bit different than our normal videos. Greg will explain why.
Well, we noticed that there was something annoying in several of our past videos. And I'm not talking about Mary now.
And I'm not annoying. If anybody is, that's Greg with all his rambling.
We're both annoying. I'll concede that. But that's not what we're talking about. Toward the end, when we were doing these different segments, Will Rogers segment especially, I'll move my lips, Mary, and you talk, okay?
What? Yeah, it was way off.
Yeah, it was off. It was driving us crazy.
And it bothered us. I don't know if any of you noticed it.
Maybe they didn't stay long enough in the video to see.
Maybe not.
So we tried different things to correct that, and everything we tried didn't work. So now what we're going to do is, after our introduction, we're going to do the Will Rogers segment, and that way hopefully our words will match our lips as we're talking, and then we'll go into the RV. So let us know what you think, okay? Thanks.
So the first stop was West Branch State Park in Ravenna, Ohio.
Right. It's a nice state park. It was the longest drive we've had coming back to Pennsylvania, up 180 miles.
That was Ohio.
In Ohio, yeah. 180.
You said coming back to Pennsylvania. We're not there yet.
Okay, yeah, coming back to Pennsylvania, whatever.
Yeah.
See how annoying she is? What can I say? We did have to take a couple interstates. One was a brief time on it. Was horrible. You'll see it in the video. You'll hear me complain about it. And that's about it there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to talk about where we stop, and we were at West Branch for 4 days. Nice campground. You'll see it in there. Once again, not very crowded during the week, but picks up closer to the weekends.
Always.
Yeah.
We went to a Cuyahoga National Park. We didn't stay over. It was just, the day trip. And they had beautiful waterfalls there.
Oh, yeah. They spent a lot of money in that area. It's an interesting story. We didn't get into it on how they acquired the land for that. It didn't make a lot of people happy, that's for sure. But it was nice. It was a beautiful visitor center. If you make it there, make sure you stop at the
it's called the Boston Mills Visitor Center.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different trails there. And the girl in the visitor center was very helpful. She told us which trails we should try, how long they took. There were maps for every trail.
Yeah, considering our time frame. Also, the maps that they had the actual GPS coordinates where to go for all the sites. So you just plug it in, and even us, we didn't get lost once.
No, we didn't get lost.
Surprise. Well, except during a hike, but that's a different story. So.
Yeah.
So,
then we had to stop for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
At a cute little cafe and pub, so that was pretty good.
Yeah. It reminded us a lot back home of Ohio Powell, but I think a little cleaner.
Yeah, but not the rapids like Ohio Powell has. It had the waterfall.
Yeah, it seemed.
Oh, the overall area. Yeah. So I think that's it for this video.
So hold on to your seats. Coming up next, Will Rogers' life story, and then the quotes of the week. So see you on the flip side. Hi, it's time for Will Rogers, the story of his life. Okay, now today we're going to talk about just to emphasize the impact he had on the country. He's been very successful in every endeavor he has undertaken, and it's been very profitable for him. But just to share with you how important he was to the people. In 1928, before President Hoover was elected, Will had formally addressed both the Democratic and Republican national nominating conventions after Life magazine had cast him as a prank candidate. He swore that, if elected, his first action would be to resign. On one round of the balloting, Will actually was nominated by Democrats. His quote, "I'm not a member of any organized party. I'm a Democrat," dramatized the party's disarray that helped lead to Hoover's election. "Look at the man," pundit H.L. Mencken of the Baltimore Sun fumed about Will Rogers and declared, he alters foreign policies. Now, he's traveled the world several times, met with many of the leaders of the countries that were involved in World War II. He makes and unmakes candidates. He destroys public figures. By deriding Congress and undermining its prestige, he has virtually reduced us to a monarchy. Millions of Americans read his words daily, and those who are unable to read listen to him on the radio. I consider him the most dangerous writer alive today. Come on now, Henry, Will replied. You know that nobody with any sense ever took any of my gags seriously. Mecken shot back, they are taken seriously by nobody except half-wits. In other words, by approximately 85% of the voting population. Suggestions that Will Rogers should stick to comedy and draw back from political commentary triggered a reply in his column. I have written on nothing but politics for years. You have never heard me on a mother-in-law joke. It's always been about national and international affairs. So just to share with you how important he was. Again, the Depression, everybody was out of work. He was a shining light, and people looked up to him, obviously more than politicians with their empty promises. So next week is going to be the last week on Will Rogers' life. We're going to talk a little bit about his love for aviation and his tragic death. So stay tuned. This segment will be ending, like I said, next week. But we will probably continue with more of Will Rogers' quotes. So stay tuned. Mary and I have each picked out a separate quote for this week, and hope you enjoy them and think about them during the week. Thank you. Have a great day.
It's time for the Will Rogers quote of the week, and I'm going first this week. And of course, my quote is taken from his everyday life quotes. There are certain things in this life we have become accustomed to know that we can depend on. They never fail. We can always depend on a puncture if there's no spare tire. Your insurance being due just when everything else is. An after-dinner speaker saying, "It's growing late and I'll try and make it brief." So
what? I mean, you picked it.
So that's a lot.
It's a lot of words to send nothing.
That's a lot of words that mean, I don't know, I guess.
She's getting hard up trying to find what to read. No,
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, think about it during the week.
Yeah, just think
If you
about
have any
it.
idea what he's talking about, let us
Yeah,
know.
let me know, especially. I'm not quite sure why I chose that. But it just thinks that every time you plan on something, there's always a stumbling block in the way, and you just have to work through it.
A little challenge.
Yeah. Okay.
My turn.
Now, time for Greg.
All right. And if you notice, I keep looking up. We're in a little shelter, and there's hornets around here, so I'm just watching. All right. I think, of course, mine is from government and politics. And I'm not going to say my normal words at the beginning of this. So, all right. This is something I've been saying for years. And I think in an earlier quote, I alluded to this. Will Rogers quote, "A president should hold office 6 years without no re-election. Stopping this thing of a president having to lower his dignity and go trooping around asking for votes to keep him another term. 6 years give him time to do something. Then pay the man when he goes out the door and pay him half his salary for the rest of his life." So that's it. And I think earlier in one of the things we talked about, term limits for all the politicians, and mine for the president was 6 years. I always said for the same reason Will talked about. I feel good being.
So Greg's pretty smart. He's as smart as Will Rogers,
No.
I guess.
Nowhere near. So.
Okay, hope you enjoy the video.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
Not here.
Oh, yeah, on the next one.
Yeah, enjoy the video. We'll see you on the flip side.
Next video. We already did it. The drive to West Branch State Park took us to Ravenna, Ohio. This was the longest drive we had on our return trip back home. It was about 180 miles. took us just over 4 hours to get there. We did take a break at a stop after about 2 hours. I think it was rest stop at mile marker 96. But it was good. Like I said, we stayed at the campsite for four days. It was quiet except for the weekend, and I guess that's about it. The trip took us. We were on Ohio 235 for a while. Then we got on Ohio 67, which was fine. Then we got on 30 East for quite a while. Pretty windy. The road was okay. A little wavy at times, a little bumpy at times. Then we took 71 North, which was 6-lane highway, and it was pretty nice. The wind was less than it was on 30 East. And after that, we took I-76 East, which would take us right into Pittsburgh. Construction through Akron was horrible. I swear to God, they had a speed bump going all the way across the lanes. At the one point, everybody's going 50, 55 miles an hour. And we hit this speed bump. I can't think of any other way to describe it. I thought the front end of the RV was going to fly off. It was horrific. And then eventually we got on to 44 North and got to our campsite. So overall, wasn't as tiring as I was afraid of when we first left, but it was good, except for the Akron, Ohio. It was worse than I-10 through Louisiana, I believe.
Turn right on Rock Spring Road, then take the first left.
West Branch State Park is a public recreation area located east of Ravenna, Ohio, on the west branch of the Mahoning River. The park encompasses more than 5,000 acres of land and 2,650 acres of mainly water. Activities include boating, fishing, and swimming on the Michael J. Kerwin Reservoir, also hiking and camping.
Turn left on Copeland Road.
West Branch State Park is a pretty nice state park. Our campsite was number 93. It was a pull-through, which was good. We had full hookups, fairly easy to level up. We did a couple things here. We went to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, I guess it's called. Yeah, it was about an hour drive from where we were. It was nice. It was a nice park. Wish we could have spent some more time there. Also, we had a little adventure on one of our hikes that you'll see later on in the video. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy the video.
The bathhouses were pretty nice. In fact, I probably took 3 showers there. The shower room was big, water was hot, and good pressure. Come on, coming your way here. Just heard Bigfoot break a log. Let's get on and investigate. This is the J Lake Trail. It's a short one. According to the map that they had published, it should have started over there somewhere by the amphitheater, but down here, and it's Blue Blaze. And just feel me a little bit more. Try not to step in the mud. And we'll shut it down. It's not paved, but it's up here. It seems pretty good. I'm gonna film 10 more seconds for 1 minute. Look for some wildlife here somewhere. I don't see any yet. A few cars.
Some of our friends think we're losing our minds. Maybe they're right.
Bigfoot's up.
Shh, be very quiet. I recognize that from all my Bigfoot videos. That's a Bigfoot house there. We're gonna go investigate. Look, he even has a little bridge going to his house. We're getting closer. Oh my, I heard that. Did you hear that? That's Bigfoot singing. I think he's warning us to stay away. We'll sneak up quietly though. Shh. Look at all the wood he has stored up around here. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Here it again. He must be here somewhere. Let me look around if I can see him. I don't see him yet. It's Mary pranking me.
Do I look like Bigfoot?
No.
Huh?
I thought I took a picture. I'm filming. No, you don't look like Bigfoot. Not even Bigfoot's little daughter. This is where my high school friend Len, he has a disc golf course up on the farm where he lives. Not nearly as challenging as this course. Actually, another hole way down there through the woods. Oh my goodness.
Cuyahoga Valley National Park is an American national park that preserves and reclaims the rural landscape along the Cuyahoga River between Akron and Cleveland in northeast Ohio. The 32,783 acre park is administered by the National Park Service. Cuyahoga Valley is the only national park in the state of Ohio.
When we were in the visitor center, we learned that they have a train ride. It goes through the Cuyahoga Valley. They said it lasts about an hour and a half. We were hoping to be able to take that train ride and compare it to the one we took earlier on the trip, but unfortunately, they haven't started the service yet this year. Oh, here comes the train now. Wow, they must get a lot of tourists to ride on this train. Oh my goodness, look how long it is.
Brandywine Falls is a 65-foot waterfall and is the centerpiece of the falls area, but not its only source of interest. Carved by Brandywine Creek, the falls demonstrates classic geological features of waterfalls. There are wooden paths leading down to the waterfalls, or you can access the falls via the Brandywine Gorge Trail. It's a 1.5-mile hiking trail.
Okay.
The rock layers of the 60-foot Brandywine Falls can be read like a book. Each chapter covers millions of years as ancient seas left behind sediments that were compressed by added layers. The rocks here at the base of the falls were formed more than 400 million years ago. It was very relaxing just standing there and watching the falls. We stayed there for quite a while.
My supervisor just told me I shouldn't fall. I'm going to try real hard not to fall. I'm glad she told me that because I was thinking about falling down. But I know better now. It does. Okay, we're on another trail. We're going to go see the overlook at the Ledges Trail. And this is a connecting route that should cut our trip in half, but you guys can lay odds. What's the odds that we're going to get lost? We've already been lost, what, once today, dear?
At least.
We're lost once today, and we'll see if we get lost here. So we'll keep you posted.
The Ledges Trail circles a plateau of striking rock formations and provides stunning views along the way. The trail is rocky and unpaved, with at least 80 feet of elevation change over its length.
Fisher's Cafe was a pretty good place to stop for lunch. The weather was perfect, very colorful there with all the umbrellas and stuff. Food was very good, and as a plus, they had a Fatheads beer. The drive to the beach from the campground was pretty long. I think Mary calculated it was almost 10 miles. It's a pretty good drive. Another great beach at Ohio State Park. Very clean, well maintained. The beach was wide, it was long. I think they get an A+ for their beaches. Mary's not one for water. This is about as far as she'll go in, just to cool off a little bit. I mentioned how long the drive was to get here. Right across the lake on the other side is the campground. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now the next video, we'll be back in Pennsylvania for the first time in
Months.
maybe 9 or 10 months. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll get to show off some of Pennsylvania sites in the next video.
Yep.
What are you gonna say?
So have a great day, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.
See you guys.